Hey Vision Chasers, it's Dr. Byrd here with another social studies lesson. I want to thank you for supporting this channel. The response to the channel has been amazing, and I really appreciate it. I also want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and share it with someone else who may find it helpful. It really feels good for me as a teacher to know that what I'm doing is helping others. So I'm going to keep doing this. If there's a social studies topic that you'd like me to cover, please leave it in the comments or send me an email and I will make sure to take care of that for you. In today's message, I answer the question, why did Japan attack Pearl Harbor? Now, during the early 1930s, Japan was already showing aggression by moving further and further into Chinese territory. Also, the ultimate goal of the Japanese government was to totally transform and dominate Southeast Asia. In order to more easily accomplish this, Japan aligned themselves with Germany and Italy. Also, they signed a peace treaty with the Soviet Union. In order for Japan to move forward with their military domination of Asia, they needed oil and other supplies. They needed oil to fuel their battleships and fuel their planes as well. Now, the United States did assist in the Japanese effort. In 1940 alone, the United States exported $53 million worth of oil to Japan. However, when Japan invaded Indochina, which is now Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos, the United States reversed its policy. The United States would cut off exports of oil to Japan, and other countries would do the same to protest the Japanese aggression in Asia. By the time the 1940s came around, the United States wanted to focus more attention on Germany because they felt that Nazi Germany was more dangerous and they posed more of a threat to worldwide peace. And so the United States tried to negotiate peace with Japan. Essentially, at this time, the United States was at war economically with Japan. Again, Japan needed the United States oil in order to continue its aggression. But again, we can debate the neutrality of the United States because the United States did loan money to China to help them fight off the Japanese invasion. FDR also supported a change in the neutrality acts by allowing the United States to sell military equipment to China as well. Throughout 1941, it appeared that the United States and Japan were more serious about reaching a peace settlement. It seemed that the two countries were getting closer and closer to having a sit-down meeting to talk about their differences. However, by the end of 1941, things changed drastically. In November, the United States asked once again Japan to leave Indochina, and Japan refused. On December 3rd, the United States intercepted a note to the Japanese embassy in Washington. This note instructed the Japanese embassy workers to destroy their cipher machines. Now, this is very important. A cipher machine is simply a machine that can write out a secret coded message. The message can only be deciphered or understood by someone who has the code. This was America's warning that war was coming their way. On the morning of December 7th, 1941, over 300 Japanese fighter planes attacked Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is a United States naval base in Hawaii. Now, it's important to remember that at this time, Hawaii was a territory and not a state. Pearl Harbor was chosen in an effort to weaken the United States' ability to fight a war in Japan, given the fact that the United States and Japan were separated by the Pacific Ocean. When the attack was finished, over 2,400 people were killed and over 1,000 people were wounded. And so on the next day, FDR asked Congress for a declaration of war against Japan. In this speech, FDR delivered one of his most famous lines at the very beginning of the speech. Listen to this.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, members of the Senate, of the House of Representatives, yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. It will be recorded that the distance of Hawaii from Japan makes it obvious that the attack was deliberately planned many days or even weeks ago. During the intervening time, the Japanese government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace. No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated invasion, the American people in their righteous might will win through to absolute victory.
Many refer to that speech as the Day of Infamy speech, and it was very effective at the time because it rallied a country still battling the effects of the Great Depression. Although the United States cut Japan off from oil exports, Japan had already decided that they were going to get their oil from invading other countries. They felt that it was necessary to beat the United States to the punch and attack because they already knew that war with the United States was inevitable. Well, that's our social studies lesson for the day. Again, please subscribe to the channel if you found the information helpful and share it as well. Also, there is a worksheet for download associated with this video as well to further your understanding of why Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. Well, until we meet again, I'm Dr. Byrd, and please keep chasing the vision. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.